Hi, dear investors. Welcome to our channel. This is Maggie. I made this video to share you a good news because I will open the Telegram group. We talk about the US shares today. So I record this video to tell you why I will open this, create this group. So you know that there are three elements for successful investors: the timing, the place, and the people. Okay, as Malaysian investors, actually the timing, the first thing is not a dominant. With the KLCI index breaking down 1,500, then some investors may say, I will switch to futures. I will put short on the KLCI. So I would like to ask you that if you cannot do well in one side market before, then you tell me how to make sure be more confident or more successful in the both sides market, which is more difficult, right, to trade. So, and at the same time, the Malaysian short selling system is not as mature as US stocks. So now you can stop and think about it. And again, we can also think about one more thing. Is it really easier to make more money on the US market, right? So, including the volatility, right? Is it is US stocks, is the US shares more volatile, and is the US shares more transparent? And is there more choice? Okay, more choice in the share market, right? Especially the stocks filtering, and Malaysia shares, and if whether the Malaysia shares are easily to manipulated by the syndicate, right, by the bankers. So as an investor who trade both US and Malaysia stocks, I find that the rate of return on the US stock market is much higher when the same amount of money is invested in the Malaysian market. So I will give you an example. So let's take a look about this US share, ARWR. This is a share belongs to the healthcare sector, remember. So you can check this share. We can easily to find their bankers. Okay, this share is very stable in uptrend, and there are a lot of banker chips in the second window, as you can see the red chips one, and we can just entry in when the green band turns to red band, and then you sell it when the red band turns green. So you can find that you can win 6 times plus, or 674% within 5 quarters, 1 more year, right? And then recently, this year from February till now, I made 300% plus within 9 months. I still can hold it because the band is still red, so you can still hold it. It's quite strong, and you can find the regularity very simple, right? And you can also trade this share comfortable and make money. So how about the Malaysia shares? So you can see this one. I trust you also know, right? Very familiar with the IFCA in Malaysia market. Yeah, this year there are 2 times, very fast, right? You can see the first wave is around 37 days, and you can make money 80%, 8.43%, and recently already sold because the band already turns from the red band to the green. So you make money, you make 47.62% within 27 days. And these 2 waves, both of them have bankers inside, right? So you see that although it is also profitable, right? But actually the index is quite weak and they keep falling. And you know, the market makers, the bankers had originally wanted to pull the stocks for longer, but they are also very carefully if there are any movement around the world economic size or the policy size, right? They will pull up the money from the markets when anything happens. So for example, the last week, you know, the many fund manager already took the profit or just pull out the money after the news of the Sharia list issues Trust me, you already know that, right? And the index also dropped a lot last Friday. So anyway, it's very hard to be comfortable to doing this one compared to a jet-lagged US stock market. Okay, so this is my feelings of the trading between these two markets. And beside of this one, I will show you some few common introductory questions of US trading. Okay, the first question: do US stocks need a lot of capital, a lot of money to start? Right. So actually, many of our investors might thought that the US shares are also trade in lot with a lot. What you know, one lot is 100 shares or 1,000 shares in Malaysia. So for example, if BABA now is 200 US dollars, so maybe you will think you need to spend 20,000 to buy the BABA shares, right? The BABA. And when we convert to Malaysian ringgit, it's 83,500 ringgit to food, the BABA. A lot of money and a lot of friends stop there, right? So actually, in fact, the US stocks are traded at a minimum of 1 unit, which means that you can buy the US stocks BABA for as little as 535 ringgit per share, right? Because one share is 200 ringgit, 200 US dollars, then convert to Malaysian ringgit is 835 ringgit. So in other words, you don't need a lot of money to buy the US stocks, right? And BABA is kind of a medium expensive stocks shares. You can choose the same type of the share at the beginning, but their price is not so high to trade the stocks, right? So in Malaysian market, the most active volatile shares is generally the penny stocks, right? The penny stocks, and is the rare to hard to see some blue chips among the active, the volatile stocks. So most of them are kind of speculators, but actually you can see in US shares are the Tesla, the Apple, BABA, Google, Facebook, and the BAC are among the top 20 active shares on a daily basis, rather than being immortal stocks. Means that you can also buy the blue stocks, and the same time they are very volatile. Okay, so for example, the Apple, one day with the value more than 6 billion, one single day. So that's why we've noticed that the difference between the Malaysian and the US stocks, right? Yeah, that's what I want to share. And the second thing, will the brokerage charge a high fee for the trading, for the US shares trading? Okay. So I use the TD Ameritrade. I opened my account 2 years ago in Canada. So their charge fee is around $10 per entry and per exit. So no matter how much you buy or how much you sell, of course it's not the cheapest one, because got another platform which is more cheap. For example, the interactive broker, and think of Wims or other things. Okay, but at the time it's a kind of a convenience, right? Because the bank is just below, just very near to our company. So I just spent less than 50 minutes to open my account, and then to do the application, and then less than 2 weeks my account is down, and then I can trade. So, and they accept this charge fee. Other things, so far no problem, very good. Okay, compared to their local brokerage, who can trade the USS, I already save a lot of money actually. Okay, and this one you can also compare to other platforms. The third one, the US stocks. When you trade the US stocks, of course, with the US dollars. So at this time, but we have the ringgit, right? Malaysian ringgit. So will the currency exchange rate be very high? Okay, actually, this is a kind of good things for you, because now the Malaysia to US to Malaysian ringgit, their charge is increasing. Actually, it's good for you lah. But actually, you need to take this risk by your own self, because we cannot control this exchange rate, right? So summary of all the things of their special times and particular times. That's why I've created this US share group at Malaysia in this Telegram and for further communication. So if you're interested, you can click on the links below and go directly to my Telegram group. And what can you get by joining our discussion group? So the first thing, every month there is a US weekly report PDF share on Monday. So second, every Wednesday and Friday, I will give the US shares analysis based on your vote in the group, and then I will select two US shares to diagonalize. And the third thing, occasional offline course. Okay, the talk US talk offline in KL, and you have the chance, the priority registration opportunities. Okay, so if you're interested, though, so you click the Telegram link below. I will put on the comments, or you can just add me, and I will invite you to my group. Okay, so that's all for it. So thank you very much for watching my video. I'll see you next time. 大家拜拜。